Hello there, welcome to K Reacts, and today we are trying out a different background in my room because I can't always use my dad's office because, believe it or not, sometimes he is actually home and using it. Although that's where I would prefer to be because he's got the comfy couch. But today we're trying out something new in here. Anyway, today we're watching something I have actually seen before. We're watching the Pride and Prejudice BBC series. Just the first episode today, but we may continue it. Let's just see. Like I said, I have seen this one before, multiple times actually. I am a big fan. I thought we'd just go from Twilight, a so-so romance, to Pride and Prejudice, a fantastic romance. And so I'm excited to get into this. So let's just quit the talking and let's go. I love this song. Oh, there's the Queen, Elizabeth Bennet. I love her.
I have no objection to hearing.
Mr. Bennet is like my favorite character. 5,000 a year.
You're as handsome as any of them, Mr. Bingley might like you best of the party.
Oh my gosh, I love Mr. Bennet. He's the best. Man, I might even be tempted to grow my hair out if I had hair like that. But my hair is just thin and stringy and gross, so.
I shall end an old maid and teach your 10 children to embroider cushions and play their instruments very ill.
I love their relationship. They're so cute.
It pains me to hear of him.
But Mama,
I am sick of Mr.
Bingley.
I'm sorry to hear that.
My dear Mr. Bennet, nothing you say shall ever vex me again.
I'm sorry to hear it. Well, Kitty,
He's
I
like,
think
you're
you
full
may
of crap.
cough as much as you try.
Every ball scene in this is just so great. So much great stuff happens. Those hats, though.
Darcy, do you think?
So my school had a Jane Austen ball every year, but in order to go to it, you had to go to dance rehearsals like once a week. And I so wanted to go to it, but I could not fit the dance rehearsals into my schedule, so I didn't get to go. And I was really sad about it. Sounded like a lot of fun though. Mr. Bingley, he's just like a little puppy dog. Just loves everything. And is so happy all the time.
Bingley's wealth is nothing to his. 10,000 a year at least.
Colin Firth as Mr. Darcy. Legend. Amazing. Perfect. Yes.
And you, sir, are you fond of dancing too?
That head turn.
I beg your pardon. Mrs. Bennet, may I present my...
Thank you, madam. I rarely dance.
Well, let this be one of the occasions.
So
for I wager
grumpy.
you not easily find
It's me at a
such
party, though.
irate, pretty partners.
And he just walks away in the middle of the conversation. He looks at Darcy like, you see what I got here? I got the prettiest girl in the room. You see that? Mr. Darcy, what are you doing? Such a emo little sulker.
Come, Darcy. I must have you dance. I must.
Hey,
Hate you
standing about
there,
this stupid.
man. Come. You
Much
have
about adults.
I certainly should know perfectly well it would be a punishment.
Who,
Than any other.
what men had the absolute courage to go ask the Bingley sisters to dance? Like, whew.
Is the most beautiful creature I ever beheld.
Oh, Bingley.
She is tolerable, I suppose. But she's not handsome enough to tempt me. Bingley, I'm in no humor
Oh
to
my
give
gosh,
consequence to you
Darcy!
ladies for slighting
What is
another
wrong
man.
with you?
Go back.
Oh, she is amazing. Just like, yeah, that's right, I heard you. That was so mean though. Like, Darcy, get a grip. Tolerable. She's amazing.
The man he brought with him,
Mr. Darcy, as he calls himself.
is Mr.
I like Mrs. Bennet's whole getup, like the feathers, her necklace, her dress. It's like a very nice, elegant outfit.
Bingley, you astonish me. I saw little beauty and no breeding at all.
Shut up,
Elizabeth
Darcy.
Bennet is like-
I heard Eliza Bennet described as a famous local beauty. What do you say to that, Mr. Darcy?
I should as soon call her mother a wit.
It's so mean.
Don't think the Welsh is a most agreeable
Mom's already got them married in her head.
insufferable conceit to imagine that we'd need his assistance in society.
I am sure he is a very good
They're so awful. He's just being all nice to them, and they're like, oh, he's so, like, thinks he's so above us and whatever. I'm like, shut up. He's just being nice.
Are you meriting to see effects of your marriage partner? Is it not now?
Darcy in the background, just like
So we must hope that Mr. Bingley will.
all
I think he gets little encouragement
stalkerish,
from his
like.
sisters.
Allow me to present this young lady to you as a very desirable partner. You cannot refuse to dance,
He's
I'm
like,
sure,
be
when
cool,
so
be
much
cool, be
beauty
cool.
is before you.
Miss Elizabeth Bennet.
Oh my goodness, yes, it's amazing. Poor Jean.
And you know there is nothing for you at Netherfield.
Isn't there though?
Go to Benetton with your sister.
I'm quite determined, Mother.
Elizabeth is such a boss. It's like, I want to walk, so I'm gonna walk. I don't care what people think. Hey, boo.
Miss Bennet.
This escapade may have affected your admiration for her fine eyes.
Not at all. They were brightened by the exercise.
He's just like unbothered completely by all her teasing. It's so awkward.
May I inquire after your sister, Miss Bennet?
I thank you. I believe she's a little better.
I'm very glad to hear it.
Oh, Mr. Hurst, I'm quite undone.
Good conversation.
He's undone us all, Mr.
They sing, they draw, they dance, speak French and German.
Cover screens and I know not what.
There are not half a dozen who would satisfy my note.
Perhaps you have not had the advantage, Miss Bennet, of moving in society enough. There are many very accomplished young ladies amongst our acquaintance.
Shut up, Caroline.
And those persons who fancy themselves very important and never open their mouths quite mistake the matter.
Got him.
That's what I call gentlemanly behavior.
Mrs. Bennet needs to chill. Ooh. Got a wet Mr. Darcy. You need to keep a counter of how many times this man gets wet in this series. In more ways than one, am I right? No, but like physically wet. No, 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 no. You do not get directly into your robe without toweling off first, because then your robe gets all wet and then you're just wet. And no, you don't do that. Come on, Mr. Darcy, get yourself together. Now this scene is so funny to me. In the book, it talks about Caroline's trying to get Mr. Darcy's attention and failing, obviously. So then she goes and gets Elizabeth because she knows that Mr. Darcy will pay attention to Elizabeth. So she's hoping to get Mr. Darcy's attention through association.
Why, that your figures appear to best advantage when walking, and that I might best admire them from my present position.
Oh, look at him teasing them. He's not such a bad guy.
So easy. Your defect is a propensity to hate everyone.
Well, yours is willfully to misunderstand them.
Shall we have some music?
All right, Caroline. Yeah, you better stop that tension in the air there. I love how after every conversation, Mr. Darcy's like, oh man, I just had the best conversation with Elizabeth Bennet. It was so great. Whereas Elizabeth walks away like, ugh, I just had to talk to that stupid Mr. Darcy. I hate him so much.
Goodbye.
Oh,
Goodbye.
he's so smitten, isn't he? Her too.
Drive on, Roster.
Aw. What a good first episode. Alright, well, there was episode 1 of Pride and Prejudice, the BBC series from 1995. Like I said, I've seen it before, so it's not like I have a ton to analyze or talk about and whatever. I still like it. I think it's amazing. I've read Pride and Prejudice before. I've seen that series before, but going forward, I am super excited to revisit this and see how everything plays out. I think this series in particular is a fantastic adaptation of the book. Like, it just gets all the characters right, and the settings and the outfits and everything is just like spot on. It's so good. And as like the 2005 Keira Knightley version is all well and good, but it just does not do the story justice. So I love this version. It's so good. And the story is just, it's so good. I love it so much. One of the best stories ever. Like, not just as a love story, but it's just got like that social commentary. It's got that comedy. It's got that wit. It's got amazing characters that are just like so real. Like, even though they were written back then, like, they're just like, they could 100% have lived today in 2020, you know? They're amazing. It's great. Jane Austen, fantastic. I love it so much, and I'm so excited to keep watching this. So join me next time on K Reacts, and we'll keep going.